Okay folks, Dave Herbert here. We're going to talk a little bit about the helicopter again today for you people. I want to explain this wash plate and how this works so maybe you can get this in your head, because once you get this in your head how a helicopter works, you're not going to have any problem with it. Quick little explanation again about the helicopter. Here's the deal. When it's properly balanced, it should hang absolutely level right there in the center. The center of gravity is the shaft. Okay? Now, what you want to do is always trim it so that at 3/4 throttle, about half to 3/4, the helicopter is hovering at this height with just a little bit above the chest. It has to hang. Okay? The swash plate right here, when that turns right, the helicopter begins to slide to the right. It's going to keep sliding until you let go of that stick, center it, and apply a little opposite to the left to stop it. It takes a lot of practice with this rock and roll. At the same time, you have to do it with the forward and backwards. When the swash plate tilts forward, then so do the flybar paddles tilt forward, causing the whole helicopter to tilt forward. Once it starts flying forward, it isn't going to stop until you pull back on the stick and stop it. You gotta let go each time. It will find the center, but you've got to let go of your stick each time. So you pick it up. It's basically weightless, hanging in space. The slightest little movement anywhere, it does. You have to undo what you did last with a helicopter. You make a move to the right, you got to stop. You ought to undo it by turning it back to the left. Left and right, fore and aft. And if you're moving exactly forward, the only way to stop it is you have to pull the stick exactly back in the same opposite direction. Slides this way to the right, you want to go back, you have to slide it exactly the same way to the left. Otherwise, it'll be all over the place. This is the biggest problem with most people. And again, if you turn this around and look at you this way, left and right is backwards, and forward and backwards is backwards. So, don't practice this until you are really sure that you can do that, because most people can't handle just keeping track of the 7 functions this way. Left, right, up, down, fore and aft, cyclic pitch, and tail rotor. This is the biggest problem for most people too. This tail rotor. It's in your face. Keep it in your face, but only watch the nose. Left stick makes the left nose go to the left. You see, you push the left stick to the right, the nose goes to the right, not the tail. So make sure you're doing it the right way. And most of the settings on stock helicopters are right. So if you think you're going to tweak them up to make it fly easier, you're not going to. You're going to make it worse, especially if you're a beginner. You'll all see my floats and float setups, and you know I put that on there so I can see this up in the sky, because there's no wings. This wing is basically a big round wing up on top here. Just a big round wing. It's like trying to fly a big trash can lid. If you pull up in a heavy gust, it's going to blow. This is John Temple. He's from up north of me. Came down to visit us today. He brought his airplane, helicopter. What is this helicopter, John?
It's an Exceed RC G2 from Xheli.
And have you got any experience of flying?
0.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and trim it out now and see how this works, and we'll give you a little experience.
Okay.
Okay?
We need to turn on the speed control button to
Okay.
get the prop to spin.
All right, go ahead and do that. Always when you do that, you want to make sure your throttle is down. Keep the nose pointing away. You're in charge. You push it forward, it slides. It's just tiny movements. Use 2 fingers on the left stick.
Yeah. You did trim it.
It's all trimmed. Don't touch
That way
it.
and forward. That's what I had to do. Kind of get it up off the ground without drifting back.
Right. But they don't just park.
They don't, you know, you
They're
still gotta-
constantly. It's like balancing a ball bearing on a mirror behind your back. Keep the nose pointing away from the wall.
Yep.
Try to just spin it on the ground. I'll turn it around. You know, run that back a little bit to get some of that carry over the roof. They're going to do that in the air. There you go. Go right. You want to pull back.
I'm wanting to go.
You know, it's like it takes years for most people, so don't think you can do this in one.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you some pointers. Keep the nose pointing towards the jet. Watch out. You've got to. You know, you can't really tell the feel on your fingers yet.
Yep.
Turn around. I'll trade you.
Am I crazy? What else you got?
Again, do the letters FO mean anything to you?
Well, they don't. He's far out. Far out.
You guys are brains in the gutter, right?
Yeah, they are, yeah. What's the Catholic school?
How long's this guy been hovering now already? So bring it back a little closer. Gradually, bring it back. Nothing radical.
Trying to jog it.
Okay, well, don't jog it. That one gives you a little more.
I love it, Dave. And look. See ya.
Now easy, don't get overconfident.
Yep. I get cocky. That's
Point the nose.
See?